Today I'm going to show you how to make these delicious tacos. Chicken, pineapple and pickled red onions. I'm Peter Sidwell, welcome to my kitchen. Today I've got the most delicious taco recipe for you. It's quick, it's easy, it's got store cupboard ingredients, you're gonna love it. Okay, so first thing we need to do is, I've got an onion here, it's a shallot, but it doesn't matter what you've got, that's what I've got in my fridge. So I'm just gonna chop that up nice and fine. Just get your onions, it's just gonna help with that kind of savoury flavour. So we're using chicken thighs today. And I have got a secret ingredient for my taco filling that you will never guess. Honestly, it's incredible. And I promise you, you might think I've lost the plot, but you wait till you see what it is, you will love it. Combination of ingredients that it goes with is just so nice. It will change the way you make your tacos forever, I promise. Right, got my pan on. Let's get a little bit of oil in there, touch of olive oil, and get our onions straight in. Okay, lovely. Right, I'm just going to get a plastic chopping board. Before you all start moaning, telling me I use a wooden chopping board for chicken, even though I don't show you washing it, but there you go. Right, got chicken thighs. Now, if you're going to do tacos, use chicken thighs because you want that richer, slower cook. Okay, I'm going to take the skin off and I'm just going to cut it into sort of 2 centimetre thick slices, okay? Not too small, not too big, all right? You can get your chickens, you know, these have had the bone removed actually, which was a bonus because I thought I was going to have to take the bone off. So what? Cutting them into about 4 pieces, whack them straight in. They're a lot richer, there's more flavour, and it kind of suits slow cooking or stews and things like that, rather than chicken breast. It will just... Chicken breast's fine, but it will dry out really, really quick, okay? Because it's very lean. Whereas chicken thighs got a lot more flavour, a lot more forgiving. You know, less chance of it becoming very dry, okay? And they're cheaper, which is a bonus. Cheaper and better. That doesn't happen often. Chicken thigh man, Carlos, or are you a breast man?
I love.
Hey?
I like both.
You like both, do you? At the same time, or one then the other?
No, I'd rather cook with chicken thighs, but at home, I am the only one who likes them. Then we need to buy chicken breast often.
Right, I've washed my hands. I've got rid of the chopping board. And we're going to move on, okay? Right, let's cook. So let's get a little bit of colour onto this chicken, all right? I'll cook while Carlos is thinking about breast and thighs. Okay. So we're actually going to flavour our tacos today with chipotle and tamarind chutney from Mr. Vicky's. You can get this on Amazon. It's amazing. If you can't get it or you don't want to, just use like a chipotle paste or something like this. But this is epic. And it's worth the investment because you'll use it for loads of stuff. Okay. Right. My second secret ingredient, tinned pineapple, okay? The acidity of the pineapple and the sweetness works incredibly well. And your job is purely just to balance the flavours out with heat, sour, salty, just get it all working. Whatever balance you want, that's okay. So I'm gonna add a little bit of heat as well. So I've got some fresh red chilli. It's not a hot chilli, this, but I feel like it needs it. It's a taco, needs a bit of warmth. So all I'm going to do is just chop this up nice and fine. I like to use fresh chili in my cooking. I'm not a big dried chili fan. Don't mind a few flakes maybe on a pizza. And I definitely don't like chili powder because I find it very aggressive. Right, in with our chili. Right. Okay, so let's take the pineapple juice off. I'm going to keep it So I'm going to use it. I just want to get the pineapple in first. In it goes. Thank you, princess. Okay. Hang on to that. Now I've got a little bit of fresh coriander with some stalks. The stalks is where all the flavour is. So we're going to cook with that and then we're going to finish with leaf. Okay? So stalks first. Hang on to the leaf for later. There we go. In with our coriander stalk. Now you want this on full heat. We want to get a nice high heat. We want to reduce any liquid out of there. We want the chicken to sear. We want the pineapple to caramelise. And then we're going to bring it together with a couple of ingredients. I've got dark chocolate. I know. And a bit of Elvis juice from our friends at Brewdog. Brewdog. So a bit of beer, a bit of chocolate. All good taco ingredients, in my opinion. Right, let's get some of our chipotle and tamarind in. So 1 tablespoon will be enough. It's it's sweet, it's smoky, it's slightly sour. It's just amazing. Love it. Well done, Mr. Vicky. Love it. Okay. Now remember, if you've got any questions at all, please post them in the comments below. Doesn't matter what platform it's on, I will get the message and I will answer it, okay? So you can get all our recipes on petersidwell.com as well. We've shifted them over to the website, or you can get our book. You can buy it at the website. You can buy it on TikTok Shop, whatever you want, okay? Right. So, Elvis juice. Have you tried this, Carlos? Oh, it's nice. I might have to save you a little bit, a little snip. In with half a can. Have a try of that, see what you think.
Yep.
Our dark chocolate, it does something strange. It just kind of brings it together and gives it a bit of richness with the chocolate. It's better for having it in it than not, okay? That's my best advice to you. What do you think of Elvis juice?
It's different.
Yeah? In with the pineapple juice. You like? Is it a little bit out of your comfort zone for beer, that one?
It's a bit too bitter for me.
Too dark? See, I always think the darker the beer, the more flavour you're going to get. So, basically, we've got our beer, our tin pineapple juice in there. We've got our chipotle and tamarind paste. We've got fresh coriander stalk. We've got chilli in there. We've got some onion. We've got our chicken thighs. With dark chocolate. We're just going to reduce that now. By the time the liquid has reduced, the chicken will be tender and will be ready to go. Okay, chicken is just simmering down. You can see the liquid has reduced the flavour, and the dark chocolate has kind of almost made it like a gravy almost. It's just sort of binded it together and given it a richness. So I'm just going to continue simmering that down. That'll intensify the flavour, just enough time to make my beautiful pickled red onions. Now, very simple. Once you've tried these, you'll be on it all the time. So take your red onion and just slice as thinly as you can. Take your time. You really do need to cut it thin, all right? Big, thick chunks don't work. You want really nice, thin slithers. Okay? And what we're going to do is squeeze the lime juice over these, and it will just pickle them. It'll make them really, really tangy and crisp. And it's like the perfect antidote to the richness of what we've got going on in there with the chicken and the pineapple. Right. Almost there. That will do. And then we've got a couple of limes. I'm going to use 1.5. I'm going to keep half a lime to squeeze onto the tacos at the end, because I love that. Right, onions into a bowl. And then squeeze your lime over. And then to get more juice, turn it inside out and give it another squeeze. All right, there's loads more juice in there. And same again. It really does, honestly, it makes such a difference. Like, raw onion on a taco just doesn't cut it once you've tried this, honestly. It is my secret ingredient to make any tacos better is red onions pickled in lime juice. And if you make more than you need, they'll just sit in the fridge for a few days and you'll just be putting them on everything. Right, there we go. So once you've squeezed the lime juice, then get your hand in and just kind of squeeze the onions, and that'll help the lime juice kind of penetrate into the red onion and just give them that quick pickle. Okay? And obviously, the longer they're sat in the lime juice, the more pickled they become. Right, there we go. So our chicken is pretty much ready to go. Let's just give that a quick wipe down. I've got my coriander. Now, for tacos, usually you'll have a little bit of cheese with your taco. What do they call it in Spain? It's, what's Spanish for cheese?
Queso.
Queso. So that's what they would call it, okay? So all we're going to do is just crumble up, and I've sort of found out that actually the nearest thing to it is feta, okay? So we just crumble that up ready. You're going to like this, Carlos. This is right up your street.
They call it queso agrio.
Okay.
In Mexico.
Right.
It's like a bit...
Slightly sour, isn't it?
Yeah,
not bitter, yeah. So feta is probably your nearest that you're going to get to it, I think, unless you happen to be walking down the streets of Mexico City. Right, so we've got some little tacos here. I'm just going to sit these in my little taco holder. There we go. That one's not right. I'm going to have to change that one. There we go. And basically, if you're going to serve this up for dinner, get everything on the table and let everybody make their own, because that's like kind of the joy of tacos, is that you can kind of make it exactly how you want. So before we do that, let's just taste the juices that it's cooking in. Oh. Right, we're just going to season that up with a little bit of salt. Just that little bit of seasoning there. Now, when you're building these up, make sure you get a bit of the chicken, you get some of the pineapple, and then just sit it in the middle there. So you're going to get those bursts of all the flavours. You could also do this with pork as well if you wanted to. Sort of shoulder of pork maybe. So that would work equally as well. There we go. And then take some of your pickled red onions. They will just cut right through. And then a little bit of the cheese, not too much. And then I've got some little coriander shoots here. That will just give it that lovely flavour. Coriander works so well with this. And then don't forget that last little piece of lime. Squeeze it on there, and there you go. That is how to make my perfect tacos, cooked with pineapple, chipotle, tamarind, pickled red onions, and a little bit of cheese in there as well.